Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Grand Helios Hotel. This is my first time here and I basically just checked in, so let's go around and take a look. So you walk in, here is the main entrance where all the ride drop off and everything is. You walk in to the pretty special lobby. You walk in and you have a direct view of Epic Universe, the entire park. Right over here, you do have the vacation planning desks and then check-in desks right here. I do like the art on the wall behind. So it's the sun, so the moon coming up and then the sun coming up. So it kind of goes through the cycle of the moon and the sun, which, you know, makes sense with everything with the hotel and Helios and Luna and everything else that Epic Universe is going for. Let's cut to the chase and go to the main reason why you're staying here is how close you are to Epic. So a little seating area here, and then we go out to Epic Universe. So here you have it. This is what you're staying here for. You are literally minutes away. You know, other hotels say that you're minutes away. No, you actually mean it. You are minutes away. And I'll show you, this hotel has its own entrance to the park. Exclusive entrance, only for hotel guests. There we go. There we have it. All right, let's go back indoors now and continue the tour of the first floor. And again, right off the lobby next to the vacation planning desk is Flora Taverna. That is their more luxury dining, so they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As you can see, it's pretty fancy in there. I'm not going to go in. I don't have a reservation, and I'm not going to be eating. But looks like they have trees and flowers and all that. I believe it's very Greek heavy, the food, very Greek inspired. So if you're into that, there you go. All right, so we're going to pass on by the main check-in desk to the Aora Market. So here is your quick service. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. This is my first time here. There's another entrance here. Whoop. Right in through here. Okay, so here is your quick bites. You got, you know, some chips, freestyle machine, and then just some quick things to eat over here. They do have some hot meals, not right now, but they do, generally speaking. Some custom Coke, some Epic Universe exclusive Coke. And like I said, just some quick bites, some quick things to grab and go. There is a little outdoor seating, which has a pretty great view, to be honest with you. And yeah, just some quick grab and go items. Pastries. Ooh, some nice looking desserts. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, look at that. Gelato. Not gonna lie. Looks good to me. Let's keep walking through the lobby over here. You got your Universal Studios store. It is on the smaller side. The typical store, I believe the ones at Dockside and Surfside, even Aventura, they're bigger than this. But there is some Epic Universe exclusive merch. I've been seeing a lot of people wearing this shirt. There's also some Mario stuff. That's it. Oh yeah, and a little bit of Harry Potter, it looks like. And then right across from the market are the elevators that will take you to your room. This actually animates throughout the day. The screen, so right now we are at 6:11, so it's getting a little bit darker. And then at night, it'll be dark. It changes throughout the day. Returning back from where the market is, here is your exclusive entrance to Epic Universe. So you go through security right here, much like what you would do at City Walk, and you walk to Epic Universe. So there's the door to security, which is right across from the elevator, and you walk down this ramp and here you are. You're in the park. Here you have your gym. We can go in there, might as well. There we go. Oh, no one's in here right now, it looks like. Good. Okay, you got your towels, some fruit, and some workout equipment. This will be my first and last time being in here. Looks like a decent amount of stuff, I don't know. Don't ask me about workout stuff. Cool mirrors though, with some birds and whatnot. Some bicycles, not Pelotons. No, not Pelotons. Either way, let's go this way back to the game room. Oh, well, first is the business center. Can we go in there? No. Yeah, the business center is kind of like locked up, but either way, you can go in there and I guess request it. And then your game room, standard little arcade. We won't go in there, there are kids out there. And then the pool. So Dock Universe, as you can see, is literally right there. Okay, kind of a winding pathway. We started out up there, now we're down here. Still winding. And we get to these gates. Pool hours right now anyway are from 9 to 11. And then here we are. We're at the pool. So we got a lot of cabanas, which you can obviously rent out. A lot of cabanas that you can rent out. And then some normal chairs. And then right here is the Lotus Lagoon, which looks like it is just a bar. Pretty good sized pool. I'm not going to film too much because there are people swimming. And here is the Lotus Lagoon. It is the bar. So if you're looking for a drink, here's where you go. And there are some hot tubs to my right. Again, I'm not going to record that too much because, people, hot tubs. Okay, so again, like I said, the pool goes all the way around. So there's kind of where we were, and it loops all the way around over here. And it got little fountains over there. Let's go check that out. Yeah, we got some fountains here, kind of cool. Zero entry pool as well, always nice. So yeah, here's the overview of really the entire pool from this angle. You could see everything. So pretty nice. And then there's the hotel in the background. You can also see the attractions. So literally right behind the hotel are attractions. So I'm not sure what building this is, what ride building this is, but it is most definitely a ride building. But yeah, if you ignore that, then you could pretend you're in paradise. And now leaving the pool area, let's go upstairs and take a look at my room. And here is an elevator, again with the gold and the blue. It is very pretty. Let's get off on our floor. Beep. Seven. Floor. And then here we go. We look outside. Here's the view from the 7th floor. We can see the bus drop off for City Walk and the other resorts. Oh, looks like there is something else I forgot to explore by the pool. There's a, what is that, bocce ball, I guess? Didn't even see that when I was going down there. And then you can see the pool as well. And a lot of Orlando right in here. Alright, and then every floor looks the same. So you come off the elevator and you have these plates on the wall, these bowls. And here is the hallways. I'm trying to speak low because I don't want to interrupt people or disrupt people. Interrupt or disrupt, either one. But you can see some cool little light fixtures on the wall. And here's with the hallway, nice little blue carpet, blue and white carpet. There's also a guest laundry, at least on the 7th floor. Oh wow, pretty big laundry room. They have Tide and Bounce here to purchase. There's a TV even, you can watch TV. And here are the washer and the dryers. So if you need to wash your clothes when you're on vacation, you can do so. I don't, but you can if you want to. And welcome to a standard park view room. So when you walk in, you have a mirror here. It's not dirty, it's just a little effect on the mirror. A little lamp over there, which is pretty nice. Some space here for your bag or your shoes or something like that. I appreciate that. Coming in here, standard closet. I do like the gold finishes. Your safe, your hangers, black hangers, which I kind of like. Your extra pillows, your ironing board, and your iron and things like that. Coming into here, the bathroom, I do like this pink and gold styling here. It's really nice. You also have a floor mat, which they don't usually give you in a hotel. So that's kind of a first. Pretty nice light fixtures. Again, lots of gold, which it just really just makes the room just a lot more elegant, I feel. Coming into here, the bathroom. So I do like this blue tile. Looks very pretty. The tub is all shiny and stuff. Pretty nice. Standard toilet. Again, little gold finishes on the garbage. And little pink there on the toilet paper. This door is a sliding door, which I don't love. Wait, how do I do this? Ah, okay. So, oh, wait, you missed that. You have to press this button. And then you pull. Ah. See? And now we're locked in the bathroom. And then there's just, oh, yeah, your light switches on and off. Great. I hope that doesn't cause an issue. If you know anything about Lowe's hotels, sometimes the lights turn on and off by themselves. Just ask Kevin Heimbach. So there we go. So that's the bathroom here. And then some more space here, which I like. Not a bad little use of space. Again, the pink and gold here, which is pretty nice. Mini fridge, standard, all this, kind of standard stuff here. I don't know what this is. You can see here, it's like some kind of leftover sticker or something there. Don't know, don't care, it is what it is. Coffee machine, ice bucket, great, phone, lamp, standard stuff. 2 queen beds, right here. Looks comfortable. Again, I like the pink, pretty nice. Much like Aventura, which is my favorite Universal hotel, you do have an iPad here that controls everything. So it controls the TV, it also controls the thermostat, as you would expect. So right here, you just drag your finger to control the thermostat, and then right there, high, medium, and low, and auto. You also can open and close the curtains. Now I will say these 2 buttons here were giving me a little bit of an issue. I was tapping on them and they were moving the curtains maybe like an inch. You know what, I can show you. So if I do close curtains. Oh, now they seem to work. Now they seem to work. Before, when I hit open, it was not working. Let me see, I hit open again, let's see what happens. Oh, you see? It kind of just stopped. I'm gonna hit it again. See? So it doesn't do anything. And I sat here for the longest time being like, and I'm an idiot. I try pressing on it. Nothing happens. Okay? And you know what? I noticed the same thing here. I'm sorry to kind of go off track from the room tour, but I do have to point this out. I was having the same issue here. So you have buttons here that also kind of control the lamp, the light, the curtains. And I was pressing them, and I don't know if you can really see, but they're not doing it. Okay, so now they're opening, but see, and they stop. Like, I couldn't get it to go all the way. The only way I could get it to go all the way is if I use the iPad and I did curtains and then open. No. Open. Oh, this is a mess. Okay, let's go close. Okay, that seems to go. Perfect. Okay, now let's try to do open. Okay, so they apparently have to be all the way closed for any of those buttons to work, I guess. I don't know. Oh, but no, see, look, it stopped, and that's not all the way. Okay, do it again. Open. Okay, see, I'm gonna be fighting with these pretty much all day, I feel. Tapping the button repeatedly. See, and then they go like an inch. Again, I got them open before. If I hit stop, it doesn't do anything. Open. Oh boy. Oh, see? They move like an inch. Yeah. I'm gonna be here all day, I think, trying to figure out how to get these to go all the way in one shot. I thought I figured it out, but I was wrong. Either way, let's get to the actual view, hence why you want to open up the curtains, because you want the view. I will point out, I am all the way to the end of the building. So you'll notice that the building is curved at the end, and the room is slightly curved. So if you get a room that's more central, it probably will be a little bit different than this. Furniture looks a little bit kind of haphazard because of the curve, but that's what we're dealing with. So you got your table, you got your chair, you got your little, couch there. And then here's the view of Epic Universe. This is kind of what you're paying for. So because I'm all the way to the end, I do have a pretty good view into the Harry Potter world there, and Isle of Berk, not that far off in the distance. You pretty much can't see everything. I really can't see Hiccup all that well. Hiccup's wing gliders in here all that well, but I can see the Racers Rally. I guess, you know what, I can see Hiccup a little bit. Pretty much you can see really everything. I am on the 7th floor, so you get a pretty decent view of everything in the park. I kind of wish we were a bit more central, but the Kronos is right there. You got the fountain right here. I'm sure at night it'll be beautiful. And then over here, oh look, the windmill's on fire. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, again, I can see the windmill on fire, the Frankenstein Manor is right there, the Curse of the Werewolf ride is going. I can see all the way down there at the Helios statue, or is that Apollo? I'm not sure who that is. It might be Apollo. Listen, I'm still learning. I'm not an expert on Epic Universe yet. But either way, and then Super Nintendo in the back there, as well as Stella Nova and Terra Luna. You even could see the Donkey Kong attraction. So yeah, you do get a view. Even if I'm all the way over to the side, you can see pretty much the entire park from here pretty easily. If only I could figure out these curtains, but I'll have to report back. But so far, that's the room. I like it. I'm happy with it. I kind of wish I was a bit more central. You do have these lights here too, if you're reading, little reading light. And then of course there is some art here, some like phases of the moon kind of art there, which is also kind of nice. Well, update, I do think I figured out the curtain situation. So I think you have to close them completely with the close button, and then they close. By the way, this is true for both the shears and the drapes. So they both act the same way. I think you have to close them completely somehow. Okay, so there we go. And then if you hit open, and then if you hit open, let's see, I just did this. It should go all the way. Okay, success. Alright, don't know why that wasn't working before. It seems maybe it's hit or miss. Don't know. I'll report back if this becomes a outstanding issue, but as of right now, that's what we have. It's the little things. There's a little night light on right there whenever you turn off the vanity. I don't think I can control that. Yeah, there's nothing to control that. So it's either vanity lights on or off, and then there's a little night light there. And then in the bathroom, there's a little night light when the light is off. It's the little things. Thank you for joining me on that tour of Grand Helios. It feels very elegant, it feels very elevated. I feel like they really tried to make the hotel feel very special, but what you're paying for is the access to the hotel. You get your own security entrance and ticket scan, and you just walk right into the park. That by itself is the main reason why anybody would stay here, and for that, you can't beat it. You're literally inside Epic Universe. So thank you once again for walking around my hotel with me and exploring my room and trying to figure out the curtains. I'll see you again next time. Bye.